Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Macedo.
All right, I want to give you my thoughts on this rather sensitive topic of, this police brutality in USA. This will be a sensitive topic and I'm pretty sure you'll have an opinion. I welcome you to share your opinion, okay? And yes, please correct me where I'm wrong. Now, right at the outset, let me tell you, there is racism all around the world, not only in US, in the Middle East, in Thailand, in Russia, every country in the world, there are individuals who are racist. Second truth is, there is always a preference for light skin, white skin. That's why we have creams that make you look whiter, lighter. In India, Thailand, you have drink this will make your skin light and bright, and bleaching of the skin is there. So there's always this. In fact, some of the textbooks that are in Asian countries, they'll show a white person and say beautiful. Actually, you can Google search. And a black person, they say ugly. Okay. And yes, if you see the ads that are in most of the Eastern countries' commercials, the models are always, all the models, all are light skin in Eastern countries. White teeth, white skin, pink cheeks, they all look white. So there is always this preference for white. The darkness, dark is always evil. The light of truth. So white is God, dark is the devil. Okay, so I agree there is racism. Next point, I have experienced racism. I know what racism is like. Okay, and let me tell you, in India, I personally feel India is the most racist country in the world, because you have so many cultures, so many religions, so many castes. In fact, caste system is famous in India. From killing people to death for intercaste marriage, to even murdering them for being in a different religion. Okay? So until now, we are on the same boat. Okay, maybe you'll disagree with a few opinions here and there. Now, comes to the part that is happening in US. In US, is there police brutality? Yes, 100%, 100%, okay? Like, I'll give you an example. Why is this light on? 1 minute. Like, let me give you the example. This guy, this policeman, Caron Nazario, an army lieutenant who is black and Latino, who was driving through Windsor on 5th December 2020 when two officers drew guns. I watched that video multiple number of times, and I can tell you without a doubt, the officers who are white were wrong. They should not only be arrested, they should be removed from police duties, and they should be named and shamed, which all has happened, and I'm glad. And this guy is going to sue them. 100% he must. Even Rodney King, all these, I totally agree with you. Okay, so what is wrong is wrong. But now where the problem is, every incident that is taking place, they are giving this kind of reason. Oh, it's because of police brutality. Oh, it's because racism. No, in some cases that it is wrong to say this. Now, for example, this guy who died with this officer kneeling on his neck. Okay, now what do I think of this? Okay, George Floyd. See, his technique was wrong. What he did was wrong. That police putting his knee on his neck. Now, did he know that he would die? Absolutely not. He didn't think he would die. Maybe he did it so many times before and never saw the person die. This instant, he did something and the person died. Like when we discipline a child, for example, it's not the same. Just give you an example. Let's say we're disciplining a child. Does any one of us want to break the child's arm or ensure the child is permanently damaged or suffers a scar or a bruise that can forever harm them? No, never. We want to show our anger, but not to the point of hurting someone. Even when we get into a fight, Do you think we want to fight with someone so that they die and then we are held, we are put in jail for the rest of our lives? No, but this happens. Same thing with this cop. What he did was wrong. Okay, the technique that he used was wrong. But did that guy cooperate? Watch his videos. How many times the cops told him, come on. No, I'm scared of this. No, I'm scared of that. Oh, I'm scared to be inside. Oh, I can't breathe. He was telling I can't breathe right from the time he was being put in the police car. Okay. And he made it very difficult for the cops to handle. He made it. And on top of that, he's not a saint. He's a criminal. He has a criminal past. From addictive substances to threatening a pregnant woman. So he's a criminal. Now, did he deserve to die for that? No. Did he deserve to be punished? Yes. Did he deserve to be arrested? Yes. Did what the cop did was right? No. His method of arresting was wrong. Should he be charged? Yes. But let's not champion this George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, yeah, and all that. And on that pretext, looting, damaging property, breaking stuff, harming other people. No. Black Lives Matter, you want to make a protest, no problem. Protest, okay, fine. Throwing stones, throwing rocks, damaging public property, what the fuck is that? Okay, now, I know you'll say that, yeah, there are people who are peaceful. Yes, I'm all for them. In fact, I tell people, instead of Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Whether it's black, yellow, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, okay? So let's not look at only one nationality, color or religion, because then again you're creating divisions. All right. Now the next one that I want to point towards is this female who shot this 20-year-old young boy, which is really, really unfortunate. Okay, I'll just read out. Potter, a 48-year-old, 26-year department veteran, was booked in Hennepin County Jail with a charge of second-degree manslaughter, but released after posting a $100,000 bond. This is because, George Floyd, the same case, it has happened in this place, Minneapolis, okay, who was suspected of giving a $20 bogus bill. Okay, now, Dante Wright, that boy, was pulled over on Sunday in Brooklyn, just outside Minneapolis, for what the police said was an expired vehicle registration. Then he struggled with the police and was shot to death by Kimberly Potter, who drew a handgun instead of a taser, okay, which they called as an accident. Now, I watched the video. See, here's my thought. Okay, you tell me where I'm wrong. First and foremost is, why these people who are breaking the law? Hear my question, huh? Why is it people who break the law, number one, why do you break the law? That's my first question. You answer it. Second one is, after breaking the law and when you're caught, why don't you cooperate? Please answer that question. Okay, you'll say, oh, they're afraid. That means you're doing something wrong. Correct. Number three, when you're a policeman and you do not know whether the person is going to take a gun, whether the person is going to shoot you, whether the person is going to harm you, what do you want them to do? See, we cherry pick all these incidents. Media houses or online forums, they pick up shocking incidents because that'll bring eyeballs. Now, do you expect me to believe that all cops, all cops are bad? All cops who are white are evil? Black people, all black are good? In fact, check the Asian hate crimes where they said white supremacy. These Asian people were kicked and beaten by a majority of black people. But the Democrats are not mentioning this. Why? Because they want to push their agenda. The medias are playing, media houses. So, in fact, let me ask you this. Check the stats. How many whites is to blacks? How many of them are in jail? How many whites and how many blacks? Are they only blacks or are they majority whites? Do your homework first. And here's another thing. Why do these blacks black people commit crimes. Why? Okay, now I'm not saying only black people, white people also commit crimes. In fact, the Capitol riots that took place, majority were whites. Now, this lady, this cop who's 48, she served almost 26 years, say 30 years. In 30 years, she made one mistake. Instead of a taser, she took out a gun. In 30 years, one mistake. And unfortunately, that mistake proved to be fatal. So does that make her racist? Is my question. Okay, I'm not saying that she should go scot-free. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be punished. But using an incident, a movement, where everyone's hyped about racism, where they are trying to justify poor blacks and evil whites, should this person be punished? Like I told you in the beginning, I agree racism is there 100%. I agree many white people are racist. I agree that black community has suffered a lot of pain and suffering, like 12 years as a slave. I watched that movie. Oh, it's so horrifying. But come on, man. Every black criminal is not a saint and shouldn't be glorified. I watched these talks by these black, pastors and all that. Oh, we black people, this and that. Yeah, who are you siding with? A guy who is breaking the law? No, if it is someone innocent, I'm with you. If someone is innocent, like this lieutenant, I'll stand up with him and I'll say, no, this white cop should be punished. But here you're talking about criminal. And see, the boy is 20, agreed. He's young, he's stupid, made a mistake. Oh, what the fuck, man? Come on. See, it takes two hands to clap, right? Had he cooperated, would they have to pull out a taser or a gun? Had he cooperated, nothing would have happened, right? See, they had body cam footage. If he cooperated and they did something bad, then not only punish them, destroy them. There are so many cases where a white cop has, I don't know where this incident was, Indian old man who was walking with walking in the garden. This white cop came, he pulled out the gun and he is cooperating. This guy took his hand at the back and tripped him with his face down, and he broke his neck and is paralyzed. Unfortunately, in that case, they said no, he made a mistake and they let him go. My blood was boiling over there. So what I'm trying to tell you is, let's not paint all the incidents with the same color. Let's not have one single solution for every incident, individual or person. Let's look at different cases individually. And in this case, I strongly believe maybe that lady, maybe has a bias, but I can definitely assure you she didn't want to kill that young man. Okay? And that young man is equally to blame for what has happened. It's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that a 20-year-old had to die. It should have never happened. Should she be punished? Yes, 100%. But should she be punished to a point where her career and everything else is destroyed? No, that's wrong. People make mistakes. In 30 years, you made one mistake. What? So you forget all the 29 years of service? Service to the community, to others, to keeping law and order. You keep saying defund the police. Yeah, if all the police take a holiday, guess what is going to happen to you, your business, and the quality of life. So these are my thoughts. Let me know yours. And yes, my sincerely heartfelt condolence to anybody who has lost a 20-year-old or a youngster. But then again, remember, if the person's guilty, it's the upbringing and the parents that have to be blamed, and yes, that individual. So let's not run away from personal responsibility and paint every white guy as racist. Until you have politics and media manipulation, where these people are just looking like these black pastors who want to get popular and votes, they will keep fueling the fire for their personal agendas. Whether it's whites, whether it's blacks, we're going to continue having these problems. These are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
I am a local. My name Shokal. I want job. How much? Salary? You give. Tamil?
Stop getting the wrong advice. Want a job in the Middle East? contact Loy Macedo.